I'm going to tell you what you're good at, but I don't know you well enough to tell you what you're bad at yet. And there are other, like Marcus Toe, who I'm sitting next to, he was much better at finding visual storytelling tips for this artist, while mine was more about noticing what he was doing well. Like he had an approach to, he showed me black and white comics essentially with kind of tones. And I was like, oh, if you did spot color, just red, this would look like a proper horror story. And I could kind of see his face go like, oh yeah, I could actually like pull that off a little bit. So for me, it's often about finding the potential. And I believe in the compliment sandwich. Like, say a good thing, say the difficult thing, and then say the good thing at the end. Because, like you say, it's hard work.
In the UK, we call it a shit sandwich. A loaf of bread, but they put the shit in the middle.
It's like how criticism desperately needs a new name. Like it sounds bad, even though it's like, it can be holistic.
Yeah.
You know, because I think that everything is bad to somebody. You know, there's 7 billion people in the world. You can't win them all. But at the same time, everything is good to somebody. And if you can pull out what's good, even if it's not personally to my taste, if I can talk about how they do something well that I don't like, then someone who does like it will be like, oh, well, this guy's full of crap. I should go buy this. So it kind of works both ways, you know. But I do try to make sure there's like a fairness involved, or like I'm not assuming or reaching or ascribing motivations to people, you know, who haven't deserved it.
When you say ascribing motivations, do you mean like you're trying not to teach or preach?
Kind of trying not to pretend like I can read their mind. Like if I say like, oh, he made Superman do this because he secretly blah, 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 like that's pulled entirely out of my butt, you know? But if I'm like, you know, Superman doing this has this kind of knock-on effect, I think that's very different. That's more still about the story instead of the creator. Like I make sure to always judge the story and not the person as best I can. Like sometimes people do horrible things and it's like, well, toss that guy in the bin.
So did you consider yourself, before you got into critique then, did you consider yourself a creative in any way?
Yeah, I drew all through childhood, just, you know, like most kids. I really loved charcoals. I was a landscape, you know, that's kind of where my heart was, like kind of capturing nature, even though I didn't feel very good at it until recently. And